is what we call
hater shit.
There is no better term.
One of the most underrated ingredients for having a good life is a clear conscience. To know you aren't out here doing people dirty, hiding who you are, or screwing people over lets you sleep peaceful at night. Karma is real, energy is contagious, live accordingly. Okay.
Do you guys know that in addition to helping your uterus shrink to pre-pregnancy size, breastfeeding and pumping,
Stop! No one cares about your freaking pre-pregnancy size. We're gonna hear about this forever. Y'all buckle up.
burns a significant amount of calories. So if you're feeling really hungry, don't think there's something wrong with you. You are just burning a bunch of calories from nursing your baby.
I can't with her ass. I'm not even reading this shit. Daily verse. Psalm 143:10. Teach me to do thy will, for thou art my God. Thy spirit is good. Lead me into the land of uprightness. Imagine being sleepy as F and a baby beside you smiling. You'd be so mad, Heather.
I wish there was a way to switch to the filter.
I bet you do.
And then off of the filter, like in the same one video. This is no filter. Flawless. And then this is with the filter. You guys, I almost forgot to do, I'm exhausted. I had one of those interviews today that's like, you finish it and you're just like...
What interview? There's no way she had a job interview. No way she had a job interview. I really don't think she's trying to get a job at all. What other interview? Unless it was with a caseworker. What do y'all think? Let's see. Hopefully she'll give us some details.
It's only 2 in the afternoon. It isn't bedtime.
Yeah, I think you've just been high. You've probably just been high.
And then I tried to push myself to run. I didn't do the hour that I wanted to do this morning of jogging rather. So I'm about to do those cross-body toe touches that engage the abdomen.
Why are you smiling at us? Stop smiling at us like that. It's weird and creepy. I think she's really hot. She's honestly just high.
And the glutes and the legs. I almost fell asleep without doing them, but I have to do them, so.
It's so crazy you have to do those to exercise for your body, but you don't have to get a job and have to find shelter, and you don't have to do what you have to do to get your freaking baby back. It is so astonishing to me. Like, I wonder if deep down she already kind of gave up and was like, I know where he's at. He'll be all right.
You guys, I almost forgot to do, I'm exhausted. I had one of those interviews today that's like, you finish it and you're just like, it's only 2 in the afternoon. It isn't bedtime. And then I tried to push myself to run. I didn't do the hour that I wanted to do this morning of jogging rather. So I'm about to do those cross-body toe touches that engage the abdominal and the glutes and the legs. I almost fell asleep without doing them, but I have to do them. So Carlton style, here it is. So I got another sponsor who has been following our story.
Why? How? Who has she? Have they actually been following your story, or did they just now? Just today saw the story. How in the world would you have another sponsor, a new sponsor? This hurts me. Not because I don't want Heather to get help. It's actually quite opposite. I want Heather to get help, so that's why I don't want people to donate to her. It's not that I don't want people to donate to her, but I'm saying everyone who's donating to her is enabling her, you know? I'm not trying to be like, oh, don't donate to her, don't donate. But y'all got to understand, whenever y'all donate to her, it ain't for nothing that she wants it to be for. Like, it's not for anything she says that it might be for. Whenever y'all donate to her, literally donating to enable her. Of course, I want her to eat. I'm not saying don't give Heather food. Don't feed Heather. Don't give Heather money. I honestly don't care if that's your money. You give your money out to whoever you want to. But this is for the people who don't know about Heather, who have been manipulated by Heather, who have no idea the patterns and behaviors of Heather. And this is to show, unfortunately, it's nothing different. Nothing different. What has she done to try to get that baby back? What has she done to try to get her other 3 kids back?
So I got another sponsor who has been following our story. I assume knows all of the stress that I've been under and wants me to influence her meditation machine.
What?
And her air purifiers. So she ordered me the machine and we are waiting on it.
Shut the entirely F up. What? So she's gonna get one like delivered and she's gonna set it up in her little hotel/shelter room. I can't with you.
To be delivered. I'm very, very excited for it.
I'm sure you are very, very excited for it.
So she ordered me the machine and we are waiting on it to be delivered. I'm very, very excited for it. If you guys have tried it, let me know. I'm going to show you on the next clip. I'm talking about. It's an air purifier and then a separate meditation machine. Let me know if you guys have tried these.
I'm sorry, but how is anyone able to just be comfortable? Like, she makes herself comfortable in the tent. Like, instead of getting out of the tent, she always bought things for the tent so she could be comfortable in the tent. Once you make yourself comfortable, why would you, it's harder for people to have motivation to get up and get what you need and get better and have a better life. Like, hopefully everyone grows, each year. You're not going to be the same person. Hopefully, most of us, we get better and we get wiser. And some of that's because we do dumb shit or shit has happened to us and we unfortunately have knowledge in that area because of that. I don't understand. And now she's in this. Somehow she got a way to not have to be inside the shelter, the nasty shelter. She managed to find this hotel/shelter that they turned into. I don't know how she managed to do that. I don't know how in the world that this place still has all the furniture intact. She's laid up in the bed. Most of the time, she's laid up in the bed now, watching TV. And it's not, like, it aggravates me because I'm like, I think why it aggravates me is because of the kids. She keeps saying, I miss my kids, they're taking my kids, and she wants to pretend that she loves them so much, but she obviously doesn't. I'm sorry. Maybe you're a narcissist, Heather, because maybe you just use your kids for clout and not actually love them. And I hate to say this, but if you actually look up, if anyone knows a fucking narcissist, it's really hard for them to actually love a child. Like, for instance, how I love my kids. Narcissists won't love their kids like that. They love them for what they can do for them. And that's exactly how Heather is, and I bet you anything that's exactly what you would be diagnosed with, Heather. I'm not diagnosing you, I'm just saying you have a lot of similarities to narcissism. And I feel so bad for those kids because, honestly, without God, a narcissist cannot change. You need to be aware of what you're saying and what you're doing, Heather, because if you really do want to change, the only way you'll be able to change that is with God. Okay, next. The other thing that really irritates me is, like, I mean, I guess it is what it is. I mean, you can sit there and e-beg and get your money on Cash App and live your life through that, but that's so sad to me. Like, I'd rather live paycheck to paycheck and have my babies, have, my family, have my house, have my water, have my heat, my AC, my clothes, my kids' clothes, their beds, our bedrooms, like everything. The list goes on of what I am grateful for, that I'm so happy. I would rather have that than what Heather has. And she's just so comfortable with it. All right, I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings, but I just want to say what I think, my opinion. If you're growing a relationship with God, you have to be very careful with this whole meditation stuff and even yoga. So I know that's a lot of people are like, what? That's crazy, Mama Bear. But if you actually read up on it, and it's like the sounds and positions that they make, I don't know. I just hate it whenever she's like, I feel like I have to say something because now you messing with my God. Like, you acting like you want a relationship with my God, but yet you're going to places that support something that God says no. You love them, but that's a no. You're supposed to know that. And Joel Osteen, you want to watch Joel Osteen? No. When are you going to find out that who he really is? And then now you're going to try to do this shit? Baby, you need prayers. You need to pray. You don't need to meditate. You need to freaking pray. And I know there's a lot of people they're going to be like, oh, she reaching, but I'll reach all day because it's the truth.
Those of you who have been asking for the Cash App, it is posted previous to this. I'm going to post it again. And thank you so much. I do need new gym shoes, and I appreciate you keeping your word. I'm going to post it right now, so thank you very much.
But look at those new boots, though.
These are the only 2 pairs of shoes I have, and these ones I just got at Forever 21. They were $30, and they tore my feet up. I don't know how.
Good. Instant karma for your ass.
Because they're a size 7 wide, but I have huge blisters on the insoles of my feet. And look at these. These babies have seen better days. I bought those at Marshall's
Can you
last
please
year,
move on to the next slide?
right after the twins passed away.
Oh my gosh, you're about to piss me off. Go.
Rest in peace.
Shut up. I fucking swear, bitch. I really wish, like, right now, like, pop, 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 like, I really want to pop, pop, that bit. Pop, pop, pop. Yet you're still watching the fuck. Oh my lord. You don't tell people you're praying. Oh my gosh. Never in my life would I ever say, you know what? Let me grab my phone and take a picture real quick before I pray. Okay. Now, praying. Okay. Like, what? You don't even know what church you're at. Like, you don't even know their beliefs. I'm so irritated whenever she does this thing. I light one for each of my prayers. VLAWHX. This is like supposed to be an intimate moment, and I feel bad even watching her record this. Like, it's weird. Yeah, kind of hard when you're holding a freaking phone. Trying to act normal while someone is holding your newborn. Literally, she's having I mean, you did it though. You did it to yourself. God doesn't ask us to sacrifice. He made the ultimate sacrifice so that we do not have to. Do you, Heather? So you don't think you have to sacrifice anything in your life in order to, like, be on the right path and get right with God? Do you think you could do whatever you want to just because he was crucified and he died for our sins, so now you can do whatever you want to? I think you're interpreting this all wrong. I am the child's mother. You cannot constantly try to undermine me, disrespect me, or make my life difficult and then think you're going to have a healthy relationship with my kids. Girl, I think everybody is saying that to you, about you. Like, who the hell you think you are? Just because you gave birth to him doesn't make you a mom.
I had a really shitty day today. I got in a workout this morning, but then the people who promised to repay me for all of the clothing and items and
Repay you? I swear.
days of my life that they've destroyed. I sent them a message and asked them to give me the money now, and they did not. Then we found out that we have to go really far.
Who is she talking about? Who the hell is she talking about? What? I'm so confused. How can you be like, hey, you're supposed to pay me back for these clothes that I bought for myself and my kids? I need you to pay me back. I'm so lost. I'm so confused.
I had a really shitty day today. I got in a workout this morning, but then the people who promised to repay me for all of the clothing and items and days of my life that they've destroyed, I sent them a message and asked them to give me the money now, and they did not. Then we found out that we...
Okay, sorry, I have to stop it one more time. So if it's they, you're back on this crazy shit, right? So now are you coming back out, you getting bored and you want to play crazy? Let's play crazy. Okay, so now we're back on they. Well, you have they's phone number, so now you should know who they are, right?
But then the people who promised to repay me for all of the clothing and items and days of my life that they've destroyed, I sent them a message and asked them to give me the money now, and they did not. Then we found out that we have to go really far tomorrow, and it's like, has to happen. It has to be a priority. And it's one of those situations where, like, people know that I have no choice, in the matter. So we have to come up with...
I want to know what she's talking about, because if this has anything to do with Weston, then it's aggravating me, because she's saying it has to be a priority instead of saying it is a priority, or, this... Pretty much her saying it's not what she really wants to do, but she has to do it. Well, if it has anything to do with Weston, you should want to freaking do it.
Us pass money again with no notice, and for some reason they gave me $700 worth of link card and took away my cash assistance.
What?
So and it's like, has to happen. It has to be a priority. And it's one of those situations where, like, people know that I have no choice, in the matter. So we have to come up with bus pass money again with no notice. And for some reason, they gave me $700 worth of link card and took away my cash assistance. So can't wear bread on my feet, can't wear bananas on my feet. Gotta figure out.
You're so dang annoying. I wrote this during my pregnancy after one of the numerous desperate calls for help. I'm not doing this stupid photo shoot. That was the most scariest thing anybody has seen on YouTube.
So pregnant lady on.
Regarding the stellar photo shoot and poem, 7:26 a.m.
So pregnant lady on the moon is clearly not a literal, recollection. I was not on the moon giving a baby.
You weren't on the moon? I thought you were on the moon. I thought you took photos on the moon for the baby. Why would you call it that, Heather? You made us think you actually went to the fucking moon to take these fucking pictures. What a dumbass, how I feel. Damn, I feel stupid.
Giving birth to a baby of Earth on the moon. What I mean by that was in the tent where we were, in the adversity, in the oppressive circumstances, in the terror. And terror doesn't always look like, being terrorized every day or having your toenails pulled off. It can just be not having a living situation, that can be terror. And it was this compilation of the last 40 weeks, or 37 weeks, wherever I was at during that shoot. I was in my final stretch of pregnancy, and I was absolutely terrified. And I couldn't believe that we were at a point in life where so many weeks had passed and we were calling for help, screaming for help.
You don't need people's help.
And what's more than not having one is the terror of yelling out for help into a group. Imagine you have 15,000 followers. And that's only on one of the 5 social media platforms that I have. been using. But imagine you are yelling into a crowd of 15,000 people asking for something very, very simple. Shelter, somewhere safe to have your baby and raise your babies.
Something very simple, but yet it's not simple enough for you to do, for your own child, for your own self. Girl, you are way too old.
Shelter, somewhere safe to have your baby and raise your babies. And no one is responding. And that was the inspiration for the...
Is this a roommate or is this Xavier? Because if it's Xavier, how come you don't say, hey Xavier, do you want to say hi to the people? Do you want to say hi on the camera?
Photo shoot seller. For the first time in my life, I was in that space with a baby, with a baby in my tummy. And unfortunately, as an adolescent, I've been in the space of powerlessness, the land of the moon, where you feel like you are just a victim of circumstance, and powerless, but with a baby.
8:02 a.m. My kids are not on my case. I buy things for my kids, but they are not listed on my case. Why would they put $700 for 1 month of groceries? Dang, let me get that. Sorry. Why would they put $700 for 1 month of groceries for a single nursing woman? Clearly, I need to buy newborn baby and postpartum woman things. WTH. Makes no sense, like most other things occurring in my life. Shake my head. Well, Heather, it's because you're supposed to have a job, and that's how you're supposed to buy other things. This is why you can't have a baby while you're homeless and you have no job and you have no income. She just played dumb. She played dumb too much.
So you guys know how I usually get $450 of cash benefits and $200 of link card benefits? They put $700 of link card benefits on my card. I'm just me alone. That's insane. And no cash benefits. So I didn't get myself anything my entire pregnancy, clothes-wise. I bought everything for the baby, his clothes.
You bought everything for the baby? Wow.
His stroller, his car seat, blah, blah, blah. Got the kids their Christmas gifts with it. Bought nothing for myself.
I know, you did all that, didn't you? You did all that. I don't know how you got that money to do all that. That's crazy.
And it's the first month I was going to buy myself pants. And there's no money there. $700 of bread.
That's what you get for fucking not doing anything and leaning on the damn government. You shouldn't trust the government. Why you want to live on the government? I understand if people have to live on the government. Yes, please use that assistance. That's what it's there for. But people like Heather, who can freaking work, and who's just... No, I don't agree with that. That's two completely, totally different things. Someone who needs all the benefits and housings and everything like that is totally different than someone who is just mooching off of the government so they don't have to get a job.
$700 of chicken nuggets out the wazoo if I want them. But no money for clothes, no money for a bus pass, no money for nursing bag.
Hey, man, you in Chicago. I'll fucking buy them food stamps from you. I'm just kidding. That's a lick. Could y'all imagine, like us working parents, could y'all imagine an extra $700 a month for food? Sign me up, baby.
If you guys can please, sponsors, fix it, please. That'd be fantastic.
Such a bitch. If you sponsors can fix it, like, why? I don't want to see her sponsors because I want to call them out or like be mad at them. I'm just really intrigued what type of person gives her money, especially whenever she talks to them like that. Slap the shit out of her.
No money for clothes, no money for a bus pass, no money for nursing bags. If you guys can please, sponsors, fix it, please. That'd be fantastic because I need those things desperately. And
you desperately need a job, bro. 3/21/24. Oh, is she making a list for her sponsors? Y'all are crazy. Please, can I see what y'all look like? Are y'all like that's that dome shit, isn't it? Is that what it's called? I'm trying to figure it out because it does not make sense. That's so aggressive and mean. Like, Okay. Phone bill due on the 2nd. Pants, shoes, pads, nursing bags, bus passes, Easter baskets. What is going on? The lady said she was going to find out what's going on and call me back, but has not done so.
I did call yesterday immediately after finding out that they made this tremendous deposit. It's a week after the day that I usually receive the funding. It's $200 is what I receive in food stamps and $450 in TANF. And like I said, I'm postpartum, like pads, nursing pads, these things, I need these things. And pregnant women get these things and they get them for the month after they have their baby. So I'm very curious to understand where that funding is. I have not even had a penny, of that money since I had my son on February 19th. So very, very curious. Seems super weird and corrupted. I need that funding back. And also, I've been telling you guys I was waiting to buy pants until after I gave birth. And my kids, all 4, need Easter baskets.
Instagram kicked her off. Her sponsors. This is so intriguing to me. Like, the more she talks to them like that, it makes me want to know what type of people give to someone who talks to them like that. It's like, not only is she just brunch, she's using people, but she talks to y'all like crap, and y'all still send her money.
You know who these messages are for. You're watching right now.
I feel like she's in a crazy, psychotic episode right now. Why does she look crazy? Why you look so crazy, girl?
So you know who these messages are for. You're watching right now. If these messages are for you, if the message resonates, it's for you. If you feel that little guilt in your chest, it's for you. I would be grateful if you could replace my belongings. I worked really hard for everything.
She's back. Welcome back.
That I have my entire life. I've worked really hard. So if you could replace my belongings that you've destroyed, stolen, or looked the other way and allowed others to destroy or steal, that'd be fantastic. And we're into the several thousands of dollars range. The car alone was $10,000, and I paid for it all myself. My clothing, I've spent on average, I would say close to $3,000 a year for you.
She's so bored. Like, the only other thing she has is like the exercising, but she needs to complain. She needs to have money. She needs to get people going. And now we're back to people are stealing her shit, and it's so funny but so annoying at the same dang time.
Whoever you are, to follow me around and destroy it. I'm gonna post my Cash App again. I'm not posting these because I don't need this to continue to follow me around anymore. So if you could replace my belongings that you've destroyed, stolen, or looked the other way and allowed others to destroy or steal, that'd be fantastic. And we're into the several thousands of dollars range. The car alone was $10,000, and I paid for it all myself. My clothing, I've spent on average, I would say close to $3,000 a year for you, whoever you are, to follow me around and destroy it. I'm gonna post my Cash App again. I'm not posting these because I don't need this to continue to follow me around anymore. But if you could do the right thing as you're asking me to do, that'd be fantastic.
No.
Good morning, you guys. We are talking about wardrobe. We have none. I had the baby and lost like 30 pounds instantly. Obviously, you have blood, water, the baby, and other fluid that you lose, the amniotic fluid that comes out immediately. In addition, I've been breastfeeding every day or pumping.
Exactly, to lose weight. Very good.
So I had the baby and lost like 30 pounds instantly. Obviously, you have blood, water, the baby, and other fluid that you lose, the amniotic fluid that comes out immediately. In addition, I've been breastfeeding every day or pumping every day, one or the other or both, and that burns between 500 and 700 calories on average. In addition, I began working out again. 3 days after we had the baby, we walked 7 miles to get to our new shelter. So we want to start working again. We need a wardrobe. We're in, a safe and secure location now. If you guys can afford to donate or sponsor a wardrobe, we would love to go thrifting with the money. You guys can send anything from one.
Oh, thrifting? She said thrifting? Girl, oh, whatever. You lie.
$1 to $20, even $5, $3, whatever you have.
Send donations via Cash App only, please. Attention sponsors, please help. We also need shoes and bus passes for the next 2 weeks.
I forgot where I left off, but we need a wardrobe. I specifically have like 3 pairs of pants that fit. I curated a beautiful idea for my next photo shoot. But I need a ball gown. I'd like to go to the Salvation Army and thrift. We can shoot some content there. We have a lot of meetings and stuff coming up this week and next. And as you guys know, I never stopped applying for outside work. So when I'm asking for assistance, it's not because I'm lazy.
What is it for, Heather? Because you don't want to get a job because you don't want to lose your assistance, and you are lazy. You don't want to get up and do anything. You just want to sit around and collect government assistance and live off of that. How are you comfortable living with that? Like, don't you have dreams? Don't you want to do bigger and better things? Do that. Raise up, girl. Come on.
It's because we have not been given opportunity to earn
Oh, hell no. You were not given the opportunity. Everybody is given the opportunity to better themselves. Are you kidding me? How the fuck, how old are you? You're what, 36, 37?
own income. And I'm going to post my resume here as I do on my primary page, along with several letters of recommendation that go all the way back to 2012, I believe. So I have one from 2012, a couple from 2014, a couple from 2020. And those are just references. I'm only going to post the 3 that I always post. But if you can help, please do. And so if you guys want to...
Please sponsor our situation.
And so if you guys want to sponsor a photo shoot or a curation or a production or anything that is more stable, like employment, or you want to...
You want them to pay you for employment? What are you going to be doing, Heather? Just be getting paid?
Buy me shoes or,
what the fuck?
Nursing pads, any of these fun things that make life enjoyable. I guess we'll use the word enjoyable. That would be fantastic. But what I would love even more than that is some sort of remote opportunity to earn my own income, like data entry, billing and coding.
Girl, you need to get yourself a job. How hard is this to wrap around your head? It must be so damn big, because I don't understand how you do not understand and comprehend that. You need a job. I mean, don't you know? You had a job before, and you knew why you had a job, so you could have money, so you could pay for things that you need.
Personal assisting remotely, travel scheduling, anything like that. And again, I'm going to post my resume here. Not a single month has gone by in these past, several years that I have not applied to a plethora of jobs. And I have fitness, I have healthcare, I have office, clerical. I even have factory. We even went to temp agencies looking for factory work. Like, we're not lazy. Laziness is not. And when I say if you'd like to sponsor a production or a curation, that doesn't mean you're the director. I'm always the director.
Whoa. Okay, bitch. I don't think anybody even thought that, but okay.
I say if you'd like to sponsor a production or a curation, that doesn't mean you're the director. I'm always the director because I'm always the only model. GoPro Solo only has one model and one artist. I do my own art, but Xavier does his own, like his separate entity is art. He doesn't do any on-screen work, except if it's just like behind the scenes and me being like, Xavier, do you want to say hi? But he is...
Yeah, but you don't say that. See, that's exactly what she says. Thank you. That's so funny that I just brought that up. Why don't you say that anymore? How come you don't ask him if he wants to be on camera no more? That's weird. I mean, there shouldn't be any rules between her and Xavier, is there? I mean, unless unless they say you can't be around him because he was positive or something. I don't know how that works. I don't know. Thank God I don't know how that works.
Solo only has one model and one artist. I do my own art, but Xavier does his own, like his separate entity is art. He doesn't do any on-screen work, except if it's just like behind the scenes and me being like, Xavier, do you want to say hi? But he is the photographer. He helps me with wardrobe and he does art. I'm the statement model curator director. So please don't think that if you donate $10, you have like just purchased yourself the right to embarrass me in the street on camera and say that it's you curating something.
What? Girl, what? You straight crazy, bro. Like, not even the crazy I want on my side. Like,
have like just purchased yourself the right to embarrass me in the street on camera and say that it's you curating something. It's a shame that I have to spell this out, but unfortunately, the past has shown us that we have to be crystal clear about these things because some people just really take advantage.
1:06 p.m.